This is the RA271E that came in the RA271 F1 Honda car in 1964. It was 1.5 liter V12, the smallest V12 they ever created, but a V12 Honda? Yes, Honda used to make many V12s for F1. We need these on the street, right? Like in 2026, we need a V12 Honda. It made 220 to 230 horsepower. It revved from 11.5 thousand RPM all the way up to 12,000 RPM. It sat sideways in the back of the driver in the back of the F1 car. So it was almost like the driver was sitting on the engine and the engine was like half the vehicle. And it was produced in 1964. It was a successor to a prototype V12 that Honda had been working on since 1962. In 1964, that's when Honda actually was the first Japanese manufacturer to enter into F1 ever. And also, that was 1 year in 1964. Honda in 1963 just start making vehicles. It's crazy. So this has so much heritage and so much history. This thing revved so high. A lot of people don't realize that Honda obviously is a motorcycle company first, right? Like they were creating motorcycles, and their philosophy in a lot of their F1 cars and a lot of their sports cars, like the Honda S600, the Honda, I think after, like when it got past the Honda S600, which is like obviously the, way, way before the Honda S2000, they eventually went to like a different type of rear end. But while they were at the beginning with the S600, they were still using chain driven rear ends. Like it was the rear wheel drive was driven by chains, which is crazy, just like a motorcycle. And also they had the vision of high revving, right? So like a lot of the Hondas, especially F1 cars that came out in the earlier years in the 60s, had a very unique sound. It had a high pitched sound because their philosophy was to rev high. They were revving super high, right? 12, 13, 14,000 RPMs, which is crazy. This is the engine right here that basically started it all. There was an engine before it, but that was more of a prototype. But this was the engine that started it all. Now, in 1964, they didn't have as much success as they would in the next 2 years in actually winning F1. But this was the beginning, and they eventually retired this for the next motor that we're going to talk about in the next video because this was a little bit too heavy. But this is the beginning of Honda F1. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Also follow me for more and follow the YouTube channel. Links in the description. Honda, it would be so beautiful to have a V12 on the street in 2026. I know it's not going to happen, but I can still wish.